Blended Kingdom Teens is all about the real-life struggles of living with divorced parents.
We give you honest conversation and practical tools for living out your identity and purpose as we chase after God together. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the BKT podcast. Just a quick little plug. If you did not know, BKT has a YouTube channel as well. If you're
And an
watching
Instagram.
what is up? Make sure to do a little like and subscribe moment. Also turn on bell notifications so that you know when we have another episode out. Today we're going to be talking about something really interesting. We're kind of going to be talking a little bit about, like, I guess you could say, divided loyalties, being kind of stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
When it comes to expectations from your parents and like your family over breaks.
Yes, like holidays,
yeah.
those kinds of things, and what that looks like.
Yeah, we know it probably best because we are in college and we already have limited time at home. And so, Jerzi, do you want to get us with a little versey verse?
Yes. A verse that comes to mind when thinking about just the idea of being caught in the middle, caught in between, feeling divided, including during holidays. It is so encouraging. Psalm 28:7. The Lord is my strength and my shield. In him my heart trusts, and I am helped. My heart exults, and with my song I give thanks to him. I think it is so easy when you're feeling caught in the middle, when you're feeling divided between your parents and houses. It's so easy to get discouraged, and it's not a joyful feeling to feel torn between two families that you love, or in the middle of maybe your parents are disagreeing over holidays and where you should be. It is so easy you don't have any foundation. You don't have anything consistent sometimes, including during those holiday breaks. And I think it's so good to say that the Lord is your strength and he is your shield. Like, ultimately, no matter what happens, like, I'm going to trust you. And I think that's something I speak over my life a lot whenever I'm feeling that in between. Like you said earlier, with us being in college, honestly, I thought it was going to get easier. And I don't want this to be discouraging to anyone. But since being in college, it has been amazing having one closet, one bed. Like, I have my own little home away from, we did. Yeah. But it's just like, I love it. Like, I'm so happy that I have like my own little space, and it's somewhere I stay consistently, and I haven't had that since I was in second grade. So it is sometimes, for me personally, I don't know about you, Sidney, but it causes me some anxiety whenever I'm going home for breaks, because now that I am older, I personally get to choose. Like, I'm an adult. Am I going to go back and forth still? Am I going to stay at one house most of the time? And for me, I still want to try and keep the time pretty split, but it can get discouraging, and sometimes I just want to be back at college because I can just be in one bed, one closet. Like, I don't have to go in between. And so what would you say, Sidney, when you're feeling that in between? What tips would you say? Like, is it boundaries? Is it telling your family how you're feeling, even though it might not be what they want to hear? Yeah. What would you say?
Yeah, I would probably say trying to, like, even before the holiday season, looking at just like, this is what I do. I'm like, just tell me when you're having something, okay? I'll be there. And so kind of, I guess, trying to make like a schedule in a way. And I know we've been scheduling things out like literally our entire lives. It never ends. And so kind of just like being like, okay, well, my dad's having something here. Like my mom's having something this time. Kind of just like looking at where I need to be and where I can be. Because there's going to be some times where you can't make every single family event. Like, I have my mom's fiance, he's having Christmas at the exact same time I'm having my dad's family.
Oh my gosh,
Christmas.
they're engaged?
They're engaged.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, kind of just like, you have to kind of like pick and choose. And so I am going to go with my dad and his family, and they understand because like I can't be at two places at once. And so some of the things that I do is I do communicate as much as I can of, hey, I'm going to be here. But I tell them, you need to let me know what you're having. And my parents are very understanding of that I can't be there the entire time.
Right, like you can't be everywhere at once.
They know I have another parent.
Yeah.
And so kind of just with them being aware, that makes it a lot easier of just like making that schedule. And so I already have it lined up. until I go back to school. Like, I know I'm here for a few days, I'm here for a few days, I'm here for a few days. And even my schedule now very much mimics my schedule
Yeah.
when I was in high school and I, like, was going back and forth every single week. It mimics it because it's routine now,
Yeah.
but it actually works very well.
Okay, wait. There was something we wrote down earlier that I also thought was so good, and I just have to read it. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. You don't have to please everyone.
Yes.
God sees your heart and your efforts to honor your family. I think that's so good. Like, you don't have to please everyone. And whenever, let's say you are a young adult and you're in college and you're getting to decide now what your schedule is going to look like, you staying at one parent's house the whole time and just going back and forth like during the day or whatever, like not actually moving back, like that is okay.
Yeah.
And as you get older, you're going to have to make those decisions, and it's going to feel weird, and it's going to be a new normal because it maybe hasn't been something you've done your whole life. But I would definitely say like communicating with your parents, letting them know these are my boundaries. I don't want to travel back and forth anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Like personally, that's something I haven't exactly done yet, but I have slowly decided like, okay, I might need to stay at this parent's for a little bit longer. It's just, it can get exhausting, and that's true.
Yeah.
And so just knowing that you can't please everyone and that God sees your effort, like the fact that you're trying to be at everyone's house, trying to be at all the events and the Christmases and like maybe the step grandparents, like, are you able to make that or are you not? And like putting effort into those relationships is such a big deal. And I feel like if you weren't, you would know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I think that's such a good truth to just know God sees me. I'm trying my best and I'm doing good.
Yeah.
And even as a step parent, or as a parent and your children are going back and forth between divorce, like coming from a child of divorce, like we really are trying. And sometimes it doesn't come across as that because maybe we're staying at one parent's house like a little bit more, and sometimes it's just because it can get so exhausting sometimes, truthfully. And I think it's really good to know that as a step parent.
And like God sees the strain that it kind of puts on you, like you were just saying, like He sees it and He knows that you are trying, and it's kind of like a new discovery kind of for me of just like asking God for strength, and like it says it literally in the verse, like the Lord is my strength and my shield. Like ask Him, He's Lord, just get me through this.
Yeah, like the holidays. The holidays are so like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you're just like, Lord, give me strength for the day. Like,
Yeah.
get me through the fifth Thanksgiving of the day, and I like my pants are gonna like come unbuttoned. Like it's just like get me through it, okay? Because just so much happens in
Yeah.
these times, and like He absolutely will. He's like, yes, please, like let me do this for you.
It's so true.
Yeah. Just if you're like bouncing around a lot, we get it. Like we have been there.
We are there.
We are still there.
Yes.
Just know that, we're here for you.
Yeah.
Your family, like honestly, talk to them. Like they will, most of the time, families are very understanding. Like, this is straining me. This is a lot. Can we just have a conversation? Can we figure it out? Can we see if we can make a schedule together?
Yeah.
If you're still like in high school or whatever and you're still having to go back and forth and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely
So, yeah.
seek that communication. Oh, I love this topic is so good because it never stops. And I'm so happy that y'all are listening and that we're able to talk about this stuff with y'all and that we can honestly like show each other truth and feel freedom from these things because it is such a daily walk.
Yeah,
So,
seriously.
Hey, by the way, we have a YouTube and an Instagram. And we would love to talk to y'all. So like DM us, go follow us, Blended Kingdom Teens. We also have Blended Kingdom Families,
Yes.
which is another little plug. So hey, turn on the bell notifications. We love to hear from y'all.
Yeah.
And just look around for our next little podcast episode.
Actually, little plug to that. Why don't you go ahead and share this with somebody? Share
Yes.
an episode from this season with somebody that you're like, man, so-and-so needs to hear this, whether it's family or a friend, like just
Do it.
to them. We have a Team Devo, by the way. If you haven't seen this,
Look at that
for
ASMR.
starters, I've literally done this entire Devo on our
amazing.
Instagram, so you should absolutely go get it, go do it.
It is so good.
$2. I mean,
It's called Life in a Step Family.
Anchored in Christ. It's so good. Like, I did this and I was like, wow. Like, some of the days I was like, wow. I was really taken back.
The Lord really speaks to you through it.
Oh, yeah. It's really good. And so, $15, get it for somebody, get it for yourself, get it for all of the peoples.
Do it with your siblings if that's something.
Just send your parents the link and they'll very much get it for you.
Yeah.
Trust me.
So, hey.
So, yeah. There's our little
all of the plugs.
All of the plugs today.
Stay strong and courageous.
Bye.